Warning! The following audio may contain coarse language and other material that may not be suitable for a younger audience. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, we may spoil anything and everything, so you have been warned. Hello and welcome to this episode of J-Taku. Today we will be talking about, we're going to be starting to talk about Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop soundtracks and possibly go into a soundtrack discussion in general. So, with me today, I have my co-host Holden from HoldenReviews.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I have Jimi from Nino.
Anime Editorial. Hey everyone, how are you all doing?
Wait, you're actually just trying to copy Gene's name as well?
No,
Anime Appraisal, Anime Editorial.
no, it's
Next,
You are the gene of J-Taku.
you are the gene of J-Taku. That is how this works.
Disturb Jimmy.
yes, whatever. Moving on, continue.
We have Alain from Bakashift.
How you doing? I'm doing good.
And we have Butterscotch from Butterscotch Reviews.
Oh,
Hello, ladies. How's it going?
So that voice.
Like
Connor.
before you actually
Listen
think,
to it, man.
before you actually think he's Butterscotch, he's actually just Connor from Fiction Reviews.
No, that's too boring.
Bitch!
What a boring
Bitch,
name.
don't fucking ruin the illusion.
The illusion, man. It's all about the idea of creating something that is not by altering your voice to sound like something else.
he's got a voice like hot cocoa.
Butterscotch is still here.
To give everyone an idea of what we're talking about right now, or at least give some point of reference, I guess. About 3 months ago, we recorded Podtaku episode 24, which is Samurai Shampoo thing, and
my favorite.
near the very end of it, we got Nina was there, and we discussed how he just goes, Cowboy Bebop is shit compared to Samurai Champloo.
I didn't
And
say that.
Samurai Shampoo soundtrack sounds better.
I didn't say that though.
That's what you said, Jimmy. Word for
He was
word.
just going off about Neutrogena and how Samurai Neutrogena is much better than Cowboy Ragtime. And so what happened was we were like, hey, we're gonna do this sometime. And so
And so 3 months later, we have the sequel.
3 months
to
later,
this-
here we are.
Because we're always on time.
I would be remiss if I didn't give the opening words to this podcast by saying I don't think Cowboy Bebop is bad in any way, shape, or form. I think it's one of the most well put together anime in history, but I prefer Samurai Champloo for a multitude of reasons.
Because it's so Jimmy Golgia.
Can I just say that statement you just made is like one of those things where, no offense, but you're really fat.
it's like such a backhanded compliment.
It's like, hey, you have feelings, but I really don't give a shit. But Jimmy, here's the thing: we don't give a shit about why you like the convoluted story and why you think it's better than Cowboy Bebop. All we want to hear today is why you think hip hop belongs in an anime.
Why? Because this is basically it. Why do you prefer the Samurai Champloo soundtrack to the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack?
Because the Samurai Champloo soundtrack is basically a love letter to instrumental music. Instrumental music based around hip hop, instrumental music
That
based
does not
around
make it good, though.
based around let me finish. Based around hi-fi instrumental music, based around all sorts of urban youth genre music. Cowboy Bebop is much more conventional. It's very based in 1950s jazz culture, and it's
Conventional gives the idea that it's easy to produce, that it is of convention. And I would love for you to point me in the direction of another soundtrack like Cowboy Bebop. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
that would be
another
great.
soundtrack alone. Like,
Yeah, sure.
Just soundtrack.
Yeah,
yeah.
Kids on the Slope.
Just-
Kids
just-
on the Slope.
really?
Kids on the Slope.
Really?
Kids on the Slope had
They are
no,
not even on the same level.
I would then, if you're gonna do that, I would say Samurai Champloo is comparable to Kill a Kill soundtrack. You know,
You better not.
if we're gonna make really backhanded compliments,
You better
By your logic,
not.
Jimmy. By your logic, they both have rap.
Yeah,
Or by your logic, they both have jazz, so they are comparable. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
okay. There's another soundtrack that I would compare the Samurai Champloo's soundtrack to that probably you guys haven't seen, but it's
Oh.
another really good soundtrack.
you'd be surprised.
Man, that's quite the hipster
which-
statement
okay.
you've just launched there.
Which you know, yeah. Alan, I know you've seen it.
Fucking
Project
Team
K.
Hype is here, man.
Project. I knew you were gonna say Project K.
Because Project K has a really good soundtrack.
Wait, people
What?
call it Project
No.
K and not just K.
Yeah, just K.
Just K.
Because no, people call it K, people call it Project K. If you just type in K, you get K on, and it's like
Yeah. And-
Amazing soundtrack, by the way, guys. K on.
yeah, man. And K on soundtrack comparable to Jesus.
Will on the third day he will rise again.
But
Shout out to
this-
K on
okay,
soundtrack.
so
Sweet solo.
This is an argument that I made against Jimmy earlier, and it's the idea of hip hop and rap, and with just anime and just like storytelling mediums in general. And the reason why I think Cowboy Bebop will like infinitely be better than Samurai Champloo's soundtrack is because, and this is going to be a controversial statement for everyone, I do not think that a purely rap soundtrack has any place in entertainment mediums. And this is, storytelling mediums, okay? And this is why. So, with rap and hip hop, you tell a story not through the beats or the tunes, you tell a story through the lyrics, basically, through the rap. So, in storytelling mediums, you don't listen to the lyrics while you're watching, like, a film or an anime or something, right? Yeah. So, it's really hard to tell a story using just purely rap soundtracks in a medium such as anime.
Yeah.
Which is why what makes the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack so amazing is the music is the story. The Cowboy Bebop soundtrack is so infused with what's going on screen that it's got to the point where one cannot exist with the other.
Yep.
Now, I think that's what makes Cowboy Bebop so unique, because the music is the story and the story is the music. Whereas with Samurai Champloo, I think it's not as infused with the music, and I don't think that that the jazz and especially the amazing godly level of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack can be beaten by Samurai Champloo.
Yeah.
So
Like,
Gon, would
that's-
you say you'd think Samurai Champloo would be better if it didn't have a hip hop soundtrack?
I would not say that because the thing is, Samurai Champloo does have a hip hop like theme. You know what I mean? That's this kind of theme that they're going for. I'm just saying that with the soundtrack, I don't think that, I just don't think it's better than something like Cowboy Bebop.
No, yeah,
is
like
what I'm saying.
the problem I had with Samurai Champloo soundtrack is that basically, like today I went onto YouTube and I found a little playlist. It was 77 videos long. And
And you're like, challenge accepted.
no. And
Was
and
it
here's
unboxings?
Nah, dude, it's got all of the covers.
it was the entire soundtrack of Cowboy Bebop. No, Samurai Champloo. And here's the thing: I get the genre, I get hip hop. The programs, the loops and samples and everything like that. I get it. But with Samurai Champloo, it's like I can pick and choose like 6 songs out of those 77, listen to like a minute of it, and honestly have an idea of what the entire soundtrack is.
It doesn't change, does it?
It
If you
does
listen to a
not
minute
change.
of that track, because
No,
there's
and here's the other thing too, Garnt. It's totally excessive because these songs that are just loops and samples over and over again average out to about like 5 minutes long
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
Got them loops, bro.
77 tracks for 25 episodes. 5 minutes each.
Connor. Which tracks did you listen to? Did you
Dude,
listen?
let the
Which?
fuck I know.
Oh my god! I was about to say, man.
Because the thing
Don't
is,
even ask.
I know every Samurai Champloo track by name.
That's not gonna help us.
Oh, do you know the lyrics as well?
There are no let me
Sharp like the edge of the samurai sword, cut through flesh and bone.
let me explain this. The Samurai Champloo soundtrack is a soundtrack it was a compilation. It was a congregation of about 5 different producers. Nujabes, Force of Nature, Suchie, Fat John, and who else? Oh no, just
Skinny
4.
John.
Yeah. No, that was basically it. So,
Opie John.
so then the thing is, all of these guys, none of them rap. They do have rappers on some of the songs, but they don't rap on their own tracks. And when they put them in the show, none of them have lyrics. Like, very few of them have lyrics. Yeah. Some of the most memorable soundtrack pieces in Samurai Champloo don't have lyrics. Mr. Line, what's it called? Vagrancy, Substantial.
Would not argue
like
that
you,
at all.
I mean, anyone in the comments, like just search up some of those, search up some of those on YouTube.
Everyone in the comments.
They are all
ridiculous
reflective. They are all reflective of certain aspects of the show. Some of the.
But Jimmy, here's the thing, though. Yeah, it's reflective of like certain scenes and whatever like that. I get that, because that happens a lot in the Fate Zero soundtrack as well. Like Sword of Promised Victory, that only happens once during the entire show. But that's a 1.5-minute long song, and that's it. It doesn't need to be 5 or 7 minutes long.
The thing,
your soundtrack is longer than the freaking show itself.
I don't know, Connor. I think
Connor. They don't use all of the song. Let me explain. They don't use all of the song in the show. They use parts of the song. They use samples of the song. The only reason it's that long.
Why make the song that long in the first place?
To sell CDs.
Yes, thank you. To sell CDs
for the visual novel, man.
In the first place, that's why I said these are actual hip hop producers. These aren't soundtrack makers. That's
exactly the point. They're not soundtrack makers.
No.
You're arguing.
No. These aren't. I'll be straight with you. These aren't people who are naturally inclined to make soundtracks. They are all hip hop. They're all hip hop.
One of them's even dead.
I don't mind hip hop. I have no problem with hip hop as a genre. What I am arguing is hip hop being used in storytelling mediums. Yeah. I don't think it has a place. I honestly don't.
Let me explain. The reason I feel it has a place in storytelling mediums is because it brings to light a different feeling than regular orchestral or regular instrumental based music. It's a lot more about percussion. It's a lot more about the beat.
It's more about the beat and the flow. No, I get that, Jimmy. But I'm just listening to the Samurai Champloo soundtrack. The thing about it is that every song is just a constant. There's no ups, there's no downs. Yeah. It's just a constant mood, per se.
I agree with that, actually.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said you could listen to like a minute of any song and basically know the entire soundtrack.
There's this particular song.
There is one song that I do like, and it's I think it's Obo Kuri Imu or something. It's the one song in the Samurai Champloo soundtrack.
I know what you're talking about. It's the one with the old lady singing "1 Million Guys." It's the funeral spiritual song. I know, yeah, like,
and it's not even hip hop. You know what I mean?
Is that the only reason you like it? This song actually works in this scene.
This song actually works because it's not hip hop and it suits. Because I remember seeing that scene, and that song stood out so much to me because it was like, oh, this song actually has like feeling.
Yeah, well, it's the contrast. It's the contrast of it all.
I love this one song called "Tube Drum." Is it "Tube Drum"? I think, yeah.
I can't. I don't know.
Okay, please just instead of saying the name, please explain.
I know, Alex. I'll tell you when it's used. I'll tell you exactly when it's used. It's the scene where Mugen is damaged and beaten, and he's walking along the sunset, about to spoilers slash up the guy that wants to run away with the girl who betrayed him.
Yeah,
and that scene, like it's a really, really, really intense drum solo, and it's an extremely tense moment. And the reason it works so well is because it doesn't need to go up and down, because it wants your feeling to be at one level, and it's like to keep you at the edge of your seat for as long as the track is playing.
That is fine, but when an entire soundtrack consists of just one feeling, then there's a problem. you know
Greenbird,
I mean?
man. All about that Greenbird.
I mean,
I will say, what's interesting though, actually, is that as a soundtrack itself, I would rather... There's more songs in the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack that I like more, but the songs that I like in the Samurai Champloo soundtrack, I do really like a lot. But the thing about them is, right, is I feel like they're more or less tracks that belong outside the medium. Granted, I feel like the setting, although appropriate, because I do think it is very appropriate, and especially Najabe's and Big John, because I do know the songs that they did specifically, because it was
Fat John.
Yeah, it was the one in yeah, it's fucking Opie John. Opie John and Najabe's. And so whenever Paul Walker, the dead guy, Najabe's, whenever he did the soundtrack,
R.I.P. Najabe's.
it's funny because he is dead in a car wreck too. Oddly enough, Paul
R.I.P.
Walker. His songs are actually, I think, more atmospheric than everyone else. So I think actually almost a problem with the soundtrack is that it suffers from too many cooks in the kitchens, almost, where it's like...
That's the only argument I'll actually accept.
It's a clusterfuck is the technical term for it.
The reason I keep coming back to this, my favorite songs on the album, because they're all split into different parts. There's Impression, Katana, and I can't remember what the other two are. Each one has to do with is done by a different artist. Katana is done by Nujabes and Illicit Tsuboi. Force of Nature does Impression, I think. Yeah. So it's like each of them. If you listen to Katana and then you listen to Impression, they feel like they were made for two separate anime, because Katana sounds so smooth and Nujabes-esque and like really like soulful and regular. And then you listen to something like Vagrancy, which is like completely out there, and it sounds like a 1980s rap song where like someone's about to do a rap battle and commit a drive-by just after they finish rapping it. Like,
shout out to 50 Cent.
50 Cent. What does it mean you hold 50 Cent now?
Shout outs to conforming to stereotypes.
I'm just saying. Like, I'll be straight. I love rap music. I love hip hop.
Wait, Jimmy, you like rap?
You like rap? I had no idea.
Are you serious?
Fucking whoa, stop the presses.
Let me
Stop the fucking presses.
Like, I love it. I love nearly everything about it. The beats, the samples, everything. But one thing that hip hop has always had, which people haven't always been able to get behind, is the fact that it is basically what everyone's arguing against right now: the steady flow and consistency of a beat, as opposed to the John Williams, Yoko Kanno-esque soundtrack pieces that we're all used to. I feel like the only reason we aren't necessarily used to seeing something like hip hop in a soundtrack is because we've been conditioned to feel like every soundtrack needs to sound like constantly growing, constantly ever escalating and getting bigger and bigger as an epic sound. And you have the whole London Symphony Orchestra choir just belting out shit like a freaking Star Wars melody. And it's like, yeah, I get why that sounds a lot more appealing to regular people, but a hip hop soundtrack also has its merits. Like, it gives the series a really lackadaisical flow. Like, it I don't know how to explain this without hip hop terms, but like,
Explain in layman terms, Jimmy.
I do hear say the dopeness of each track used.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, but seriously, like each song.
I don't speak jive, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know you don't speak jive.
Obligatory Steins Gate reference.
Disclaimer: I hate rap.
I just feel like I love the Samurai Champloo soundtrack mostly because
of the dopeness of each track.
That's going to be a quoted, but that's going to be something.
Yes,
Jimmy. Would you say, then answer me this? Would you say that apart from K and Samurai Champloo, right?
I know what you're about to say. No other anime has tried. No other anime has tried. That's the reason it hasn't. That's the reason I can't pick out another.
Okay, no other anime has tried, but there have been animes that have had rap in certain
Don't
songs.
don't bring
Such
no rap in.
as-
I know what you're gonna. No, shut up.
No,
I know
no.
exactly what you're gonna
You
say.
want to go there? Let's talk
No.
about Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill.
Oh, man.
Hey!
Hiroyuki Maishi, yay!
Okay, let me explain something very simple to you about.
And even Beck to some extent.
Yeah, and even better.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, true. Totally,
Hey,
Vivek.
man. Typhoon 24.
I was made to hit in American.
From what I've learned, the Japanese have a they love hip hop there. They love rap music there, and it's like and I can.
I wouldn't say that, you dirty gaijin.
Holden, shut the fuck up.
I don't think they love anything.
I would say
They-
any
they-
country would have a scene dedicated to it.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say, I don't think there's a genre
I wouldn't
dedication.
say they're more noted for loving it. than
The,
anyone
the,
else.
the Japanese, the hip hop scene in Japan. One thing I've always had something against them doing is they don't rap in Japanese. When they rap in Japanese, it sounds great and it sounds awesome. But some of them feel like they got to rap in English.
Did they
which is
refer
what
to it?
happens.
Did they refer
No.
to it as Rapanese?
That's the best, man.
They should.
So then, and then, like when you
Japanese.
Shonen Hot, man. Fucking Erika 7, OP2, man. Shonen Hot. By Mahama Kazuki.
Shonen or hardcore?
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
well, the thing is, when you have all these Japanese rappers who end up rapping in English, that's how you end up with "Rah Rah Fight the Power." And granted, I love that.
Oh, it's
song.
awful. I don't like it.
It's
I
a good
do-
song, but the rap is complete shite.
Power
It just
to the
ruins
peeps, power to the peeps, go credit
Liberate
for-
me to hell. Oh my god. That fucking, like...
Dude, no, everyone. Let's not lose our way, okay? Let's
Okay.
let's bring it
okay,
back to Kill la Kill.
Don't. Let me explain something. Let me just say this out loud. Remove the fact that I don't necessarily really find Kill la Kill all that enjoyable. Don't lose your. Don't.
Are you stupid?
Are you stupid?
Don't.
Dude, what? 100 dumplings? Are you stupid, Jimmy?
I knew you were gonna say that at some point. I was waiting for that this entire time.
Damn it, Holden. Is that the only Samurai Champloo reference you can ever use?
I mean, Samurai Champloo has a lot of really stupid shit to it, as is Cowboy Bebop. I mean, there's a lot of stupid shit in a lot of anime, but those edits are literally the Antichrist, I feel
love
like.
those edits.
You're a shitty...
100 dumplings!
Oh my god, Jimmy, you're so shit.
I've been trying to learn how to do those edits in my videos, like that.
Oh, God.
I know how
that-
to do it, and I'll never teach you,
that
man.
record scratch edit, dude. That shit's cool.
Oh my god, Jimmy, you're such a fucking plebeian.
Jimmy, can I show you something?
What?
Okay, wait, I need to change my mic, but everyone be quiet for a second, okay?
I feel like Gaunt's about to make this is J-Taku history.
This is either going to be ridiculous.
Guys, this
or...
is J-Taku history, guys. Like
Okay, What? Are you stupid?
I remember whenever we made that, and I said, this is going to show to Jimmy.
Jimmy, this is just so stupid.
oh my god, I love that.
Oh my god, Jimmy, you have such
No.
shit taste.
Wait, I'm not doing that shit. I made that to
What
show
I need you
Yes.
to do right now, I want you to go into my Skype and send me that right now.
I made that to show you how fucking stupid that fucking record scratch effect is.
Oh no, is that going to be the new Konnichiwa movie?
Yes.
Oh my god, Jimmy, you're such a weeaboo, man.
Konnichiwa!
Almost as bad as me, man.
Oh man.
Because it's fucking stupid.
That
God.
You
is
can
great.
literally do anything with it.
I think what it really boils down to is Jimmy just has really shit taste in our own mindsets.
Hold it, really, shut up. Like you
No,
do this.
Jimmy,
How
how can you do this? How can you think that is good in any kind of way?
J-Taku, everyone, where we talk about sound effect transitions.
Oh my god, Jimmy,
Okay, well,
this
see,
is
okay.
horrid.
So before we start arguing in a circle, we obviously me and Holden think Cowboy Bebop is one of the best soundtracks ever made. What do you guys think are some other like the top soundtracks?
Let's bring out my man Guilty Crown. Oh shit.
Madoka Magica.
Madoka Magica?
Oh yeah, everyone. Yeah, Jimmy likes Madoka Magica. The rap dude likes Madoka Magica. Everyone, yes, Madoka Magica.
Rap
is
is
one of the
shit.
best soundtracks.
FYI. Shout
All
out
up
to
to my
rap
man,
being shit.
Hiroyuki Sawano.
I know,
Hiroyuki
man.
Sawano.
Hiroyuki Sawano. We got Guilty Crown.
Also,
What about you, Alan? What about you, Alan and Connor? Since
It's just Guilty Crown.
just Guilty Crown.
Just
Oh,
like,
Bakano. Bakano's brilliant.
Erika 7.
yeah.
And how can we forget the master of them all, Code Geass?
Holden,
You know,
I'm
like-
surprised
So
I'm surprised you didn't put down Death Note. I'm surprised you did.
Death Note does have a really good soundtrack.
Death
and
Note does.
the thing is,
Um,
right, I really like it. I just haven't listened to it all the way in a long time. Granted, like I said, I reference it all the time with low solipsism and Death Note theme.
Guys, if
That's
you
fucking
ever
great.
if you ever get into a Skype call with Holden, all he'll
It's pretty
do is
great.
literally whenever he's trying to tell you a plan or tell you anything he's planning to do, he will
Oh
literally
yeah,
just
it's listen to this for full effect.
he'll just play the Death Note soundtrack and like, listen to this for full effect. Either that
This,
or the
this
second
is what
opening,
scheming sounds like.
or the second opening to Fate Zero. Like he always has
Yeah,
a
actually, Connor, I'm surprised you haven't just mentioned any Yuki Kadra or
yeah,
Fate Zero.
that's
Or
actually
like...
honest.
He said Fate Zero earlier today.
Yeah, I said Fate Zero earlier, but
I was assuming he liked
but
it.
yeah, my favorite one would probably be Karno Kyokai. I really like the Eastern and Western influence brought together in that. So
I remember when I first got the Karno Kyokai soundtrack, and I remember the song Splinter, which is by Calafina, and I was like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Oh, I just realised, completely forgot like the best ever. Initial D.
Oh, dude, Eurobeat.
I
yes.
fucking love everything
Yes.
about Initial D and how it sounds.
Oh my god, yes.
It's Eurobeat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just running through the 90s, man, trying to remember this
man.
shit.
Damn.
Oh.
Godzilla go.
Oh,
my god.
it's so fucking...
Yes.
I remember when I first... That was one of the key factors whenever I wanted... Deciding when I wanted to watch it was... I heard running through the 90s, right? And it's just, what the fuck is this? This is... Because I remember I saw it in a meme first, right? I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, just literally look up running through the 90s. And there was... When I first saw it, it was like accompanied with all these ridiculous gifs. I was like, what is this heavenly music? And then I found out it was from Initial D First Stage.
Yeah. Honestly, I think my first exposure to it was in Lucky Star before I actually
Really?
had any idea what. Yeah, because I never knew what Initial D was because Lucky Star was like one of the bigger things when I was getting into it. But when I actually got around to watching Initial D, like I literally for like 6 months afterwards, I listened to nothing but Eurobeat.
Yeah.
It's like it's insane.
my friend's favorite show. It's great.
And honestly, Jimmy, I can kind of almost get into your like mindset of being fine with the music being completely and utterly like monotone throughout because
Yeah, because initial D
you sit
really
there and listen to like the Initial D full soundtrack from like first to fourth stage.
Mm-hmm.
Every song sounds exactly the fucking same.
yeah.
But it's fine. And for some reason, Initial D it works. It shouldn't work, but it does.
There's a lot of things that there's a
Oh,
lot
it's
of things
purposes.
that shouldn't work in Initial D, or that don't, and that's the animation.
Yeah.
Whenever they had that PlayStation 1 as an anime, they were like, "Hey, we have Gran Turismo.
Yeah, man.
I want to make an anime."
Actually, I honestly think that the worst, to go completely off topic, the worst that part of Initial D for that was in the first series, where
Yes.
they're kind of standing there looking at this TV screen, and on the
Yes.
TV screen is like a live action footage
Oh,
of
I
some
remember
actual
that.
guy drifting with a filter over it.
Oh my
And they were like, "Guys, we animated this. Trust
Like,
us."
oh, man, like,
And I was like, "You're not tricking anyone with this shit."
they just literally just got like real footage of some proper drifter and just put fucking scan lines through it.
Oh my god.
I actually have a really interesting question for all of us. Okay.
Okay.
Knowing that we have the two polars of, Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop, what do you guys think will happen with Space Dandy, also directed by Shinichiro Watanabe, and looking totally different?
Oh.
The thing about Shinichiro Watanabe, it kind of seems like he's like the Quentin Tarantino, where he never wants to do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No, he never
like,
does.
he always wants to do something different or make a different statement.
This is going to be his comedy thing that he makes.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
feel
I
like
think
Space Dandy is going to have a far more kind of varied soundtrack than what we might be used to from stuff like his, without having a single theme. Because you can kind of look through in just the production side of it, like the amount of names down for Space Dandy's soundtrack is insane.
Yes, it is. It really is.
I mean, do we know who's composing for Space Dandy yet? Or
Not off the top of my head.
Okay,
Right.
we're
The
gonna,
internet
we're gonna
knows.
do a jump cut really quick and figure that shit out, everyone. One second.
What?
We're gonna fix this in post really quick.
Space?
What?
Dandy?
What? Are you stupid?
Here we go. We're gonna This is the magic of editing, everyone. This is what we can do.
The music. Oh wait. Oh, the music for Space Time is being done by Yasuyuki Okamura.
Oh wow, Jimmy, you fucking sounded like you memorized that and didn't just read it off a fucking screen, mate. Well done, Jimmy, in your pronunciation of Japanese. Not that I'm doing anything much different, to be honest, right now.
Jimmy's just trying to be subtle
What
about
you're
it.
hearing of a mouse click is probably a mouse clicking. That's what it is.
From what I'm reading,
What else has he done?
nothing anime related.
The theme song is by Yoko Kanno.
Oh my goodness, he's doing this again. He's getting people who have no anime background again. Yes, goodness.
Oh god, no, Space Time is gonna be wank.
It's gonna be shit.
It's gonna be shit.
Stop the presses.
I do think
Cancel
that-
all pre-orders.
I was about to say, everyone, take it off Toonami right now.
you guys really just have no.
Do you just like people who just suck at their jobs, Jimmy? Like, I don't understand
do
you.
Do you just like hating everything I like, Holden?
Yes, I do. So now answer me my question. Why?
No, Holden. You just don't think they're good at their job because I like them.
No, okay.
No.
People who haven't done anime before. We've just talked about this, Jimmy. Anime is so different than just making beats for the sake of listening to shitty music. It's totally different.
And I know, but then just the fact that he's getting someone who doesn't really have the background, it shows that they're coming at this flute through a different point of view. And
Okay, actually, I've just thought of something that we should have talked about, Jimmy. Afro fucking samurai.
Oh Jesus!
Can we not do this, please?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We have to. It is the
do
spiritual successor to Samurai Champloo.
It's because someone just fill me in, because I've got literally no exposure to the sound of that song.
Afro Samurai.
Oh my god. Garant, this is fucking genius.
All I know is that it's got something to do with Samuel L.
Samuel Jackson was in fact the voice of Afro.
The music the music was all done by freaking I don't want to do that. The music was
Jimmy,
done by
you're doing
RZA, and anyone who knows
RZA.
Wu-Tang Clan, RZA is the worst member of the
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Oh my god, I can't believe we didn't bring this shit up, Garant.
When they were talking about Wu-Tang not being anything to fuck with, they weren't talking about RZA. You can fuck with him fine. He sucks. Like, honestly, RZA sounds like he has Down syndrome when he raps.
And so Jimmy was never heard from again.
What's wrong with the working lady?
RZA, if you're listening, Jimmy's calling you out, man.
I was about to say,
Jimmy's address is
No.
as follows.
RZA, you ain't shit.
No. Don't give him an address.
3-5 Georgia, bitch. Come for me.
Jimmy, you're a fucking idiot.
Can you?
I'm not editing that out.
No, I'm leaving it.
You're gonna get so many turds through your letterbox, man. And only half of them will be from me.
Literally, just turns.
At least get a PO box, you knob eye.
This is going out to thousands of people, and you're like, "Hey guys, you want to know where I live?"
And he's like, "Hi guys, I live on 658 Shady Town, Atlanta, Georgia."
Don't tell them I live in Atlanta. Oh God, can you please just edit all of this out? Because freaking hell.
I live in Chicago, Illinois.
Jimmy, think before you speak.
I know. I'm betting on them editing this out. Come on.
No, Jimmy, like, just for insurance, form the sentence in your head. Think about how it's gonna end before you start it.
Anyway, yeah. As I was saying, RZA being the worst member of the Wu-Tang Clan, he did the soundtrack of. They're not bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's not.
It's
It's serviceable. It's serviceable.
It's
The
awful.
soundtrack-
You're
What
just
is
being
that
a
supposed to
biased little rap lover, you
No,
bitch.
no.
And I'm being a biased rap hater who wants nothing more than the emancipation of all that is easy listening. The world needs to embrace easy listening elevator music.
The thing about Samurai Champloo is that I think that's definitely the best rap has done in soundtrack. And I
worst
wouldn't say it's not bad. I just think Cowboy Bebop is better. But Afro Samurai man,
is kind
Jimmy.
of it's kind of you see the reason I didn't want to talk about Afro Samurai is because Afro Samurai it's pretty bad, doesn't it?
See, this is what happens when people try to do new things, Jimmy. This is why.
Dude, but no. Well, at least it was done. I respect them for trying.
You know,
with
it
Afro
was
Samurai.
done, and now we can never do it again because of it. And now we've learned.
Afro Samurai is a genuine mix of culture. Like it's a genuine
It's
like
a piece of shit, and you have to admit that.
it's a
Afro Samurai is one of the worst anime.
Samuel L. Jackson could not save that shit. Like,
it was a genuinely fun show to watch.
Oh my
Not for the
god,
sake
you're
of it
such
being-
a fucking
Not-
liar! Everyone needs to watch this now and just tell me that they think it's good.
Not for the sake of it being good. Not for the sake of it being good. It had
it's Jimmy Golgi.
not for the sake of it being good. For
Hold
the
on,
sake
hold
of
on.
it
Can
has
you explain to the audience what Jimmy Golgi is?
Dude, Jimmy Golgia is this thing where Jimmy just kind of just talks and makes shit up to defend things that don't need defending.
It's just good. The thing that you have to know about Jimmy is that he's really into like the samurai katanas themes, and he's also into rap. And he's also black.
Jimmy Golgia was this thing wherever if you combine the two, you get Jimmy Golgia. So if it's Western samurais like 47 Ronins, it's like that.
Oh, boy.
Where I call it Jimmy Golgia. I don't know where I came up with the name, but it was just one day I was just like Jimmy Golgia. It's like when he likes shit like katanas and rap and wants to smash them together. And I'm like, what is this? Bad? Yes, it is.
You guys, can we not make this about insulting?
Actually,
me for once?
It's
It's just public
It's
execution.
too late, Jimmy.
once.
It's too late.
No, Jimmy, we're not insulting you. We're insulting Afro Samurai.
No. I get it. Afro Samurai is shit. Okay, I like it, but it's shit.
It's awful.
You don't have to hate everything that's bad. Okay,
No, that's
but
fine, Jimmy.
Yeah, I
That's
agree. You
fine.
don't have to
But-
hate everything that's bad, but it's awful.
I I mean, if you hated everything that was bad, Holden wouldn't like Guilty
No,
Crown.
see,
I mean,
that's
still.
different.
Anyway,
Yeah.
no. As I was saying, like the soundtrack for Afro Samurai is a sorry mistake that was done by a sorry mistake of a person. The thing about it though is you shouldn't look at that as the de facto example of rap of hip hop, rap, and that kind of music in anime. Because Samurai Champloo is the de facto.
Okay, well let's go out of
Yeah,
anime
let's-
then.
yeah,
Let's go
let's-
to
let's-
movies.
Okay,
Movies
no,
or
no.
TV series?
If you do a
No,
movie,
I
let
think
me
we
explain.
should go to R. Kelly's hip opera, Trapped in the Closet.
Hip opera, man.
Okay,
oh my
let
god.
me explain something to you.
Yes, we must absolutely talk about that.
But before we turn this into Jimmy bitches about rap music, I just want to say this: we can't use that example because the way the mainstream culture views rap music, nothing good.
Okay,
will come from
okay,
actual
look at this.
soundtrack
This
music.
is the I'm black and I am a minority card. Come on, Garnt does the play.
no,
Garnt doesn't play the
No.
I'm a minority card like this.
No. I'm not playing the minority card. I'm saying basically that the way people see rap music, they're not going to take it seriously if it's used in any kind of
Why don't they take it seriously?
Because rap doesn't take itself seriously.
Why? Do you know why?
What the hell, Jimmy?
Have you seen the mainstream lists? Like, have you seen the Billboard, the top
No,
rap songs
I
that are
can't
on
say
there?
I have. I've never given a shit about rap,
All
Jimmy.
of them
I
are
never
shit.
will give a shit about
Like,
rap,
you've got
Jimmy.
fucking you've got like
Jimmy, like the mainstream popular stuff doesn't reflect an entire genre. You should know
Yeah.
that more than
I was about
anyone.
to
It's
say.
like your favorite thing.
it doesn't reflect the genre. And I love rap, as I said, but it does reflect it to the people who don't know about it.
But like we were saying, though, that's not the point here. The point is, any instances where it's used extremely well outside of anime, even. Because such an
Yeah.
example, I'm trying to think of some.
I'm actually trying to think, and
Because-
like outside of something like 8 Mile or something, which is like a movie about a
Which
fucking
is
rapper.
a pseudo documentary.
Because 8 Mile, not only 8 Mile, I would say 8 Mile, Boys in the Hood, okay, a lot of.
Wasn't there some god awful 50 Cent movie? As
Yeah,
well?
it's called Get Rich or Die Trying. That don't talk about that one.
And they had a video game. What
Blood
all
on the
that
Sands, man. That was the
Yeah,
sequel.
no,
Blood in the
Actually,
Sands.
no. What's it called? The first 50 Cent video game was bad. Second 50 Cent video game was satire, which was actually very funny.
And Jimmy's
And-
got
and-
let's plays of both of them on his secondary channel.
None of you will ever
On
find.
Jimmy
I'm-
Place.
Yep.
Yeah, but real talk, it's basically that those kinds of songs, hip hop is, even though it's been around for 20 years, in the public consciousness's eyes, it's kind of new. So for it to be used as the de facto soundtrack, it's the same thing with anime. It won't be used in anime for
Ever.
a while. It won't be
I
used
don't-
as a type
It's
of.
it's so rarely used.
Just because something
Yeah,
is new does not mean that it should be put into anime.
Oh my god, let's talk about dubstep.
Oh my god, Holden, you read my
let's
mind.
talk.
Man. You read my
Let's
mind.
talk about dubstep.
Fuck you, man. You read my mind.
Dubstep is another
like-
genre I really don't like at all, Jimmy. And this
Holden.
that's my name. You said it 4 times.
Everyone who has scary monsters and nice sprites on their computers will raise their hands up and put their middle finger out to you. Fuck you, Holden.
Yo,
Fuck you, Holden.
you know
Right
what?
now.
Here's the
Fuck you.
thing. You can try to fuck me, but that's not gonna happen, Jimmy. We both know
Yeah.
my asshole doesn't exist. He has his own
Same thing
account.
I'll say the same thing about dubstep that I'll say about hip hop. It's the
Are
No,
you
no.
shitting me,
Are
Jimmy?
you really going here? Are you really going here?
Look, dubstep gets too much crap. It's not
Jimmy
that bad.
is the biggest piece of
No, no.
shit ever.
Dubstep is. I do like dubstep. I do like
dubstep.
some dubstep, but in a soundtrack.
It's
No,
awful.
If it was subtle, and I know dubstep is subtle.
I think
don't
dubstep
like-
used eclectically in soundtracks is brilliant. Like dubstep was the best thing about the 2012 adaptation of JoJo's. By far.
exactly. Or like dubstep.
No, I totally argue this. Oh, because I would say stuff like Free. Free has dubstep in it.
Yeah, and it was brilliant.
No, it wasn't.
And it was one of the worst ideas ever.
It was brilliant. I loved it.
Oh my! I am not. No.
No, the thing is, when they try new genre, like the thing is, soundtracks can be more than just orchestras and singing
know.
and jazz. Please,
We
Yes,
know.
they can. No, Jimmy, they can be, but that doesn't mean that they should.
No. They should, as long as it's done in the right way.
As long as it's
Exactly.
done in the right way.
And I feel like no one wants it to be done in the right way because
It's
they're too-
impossible is the reason
Holden,
why.
Holden,
I don't
it's
think it's
not
possible
impossible.
to make an entire film based around one genre of something like that.
Holden,
Jazz,
Does it
the only
actually have to
Cowboy
do with the
Bebop is
story?
not exclusively jazz. I'll be the first to say that.
Yes.
It has so much that's not jazz. I think if it was exclusively jazz, like Kids on the Slope, it'd be a piece of shit. I think if one thing is just pays homage to one genre, you're guaranteeing failure on your own part. Because you can only provoke and elicit one reaction. Because genres...
No, Holden, you're acting as if one genre only elicits one emotion. Hip hop elicits millions of emotions.
The only genre that I
Millions.
think that can pull it off
Millions of emotions.
is
millions and millions of emotions. Yeah, but still,
Carl Sagan.
Carl said millions and millions.
Millions
of
and millions.
Millions. And millions. Yeah, but
Gar, what do you think the only thing about it?
yeah.
something like classical and orchestral, like something like the Evangelion 2.0 soundtrack.
That's-
Fucking
That's
amazing.
Just the sound. Oh goodness, that's like the. I'm not knocking it. It sounds
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
awesome.
whoa.
The thing about classical though is that basically most other genres take their roots from that.
Exactly.
So basically, that's
Yes.
that's where it's always going to work as the most broad thing because that's where
And
everything comes from, and everything can be fused with classical to a.
Think about
to
it.
a
Think
high
about it
degree.
this way. Think about it from an artist standpoint. You have to learn how to draw realism before you can learn how to exaggerate. So, like, think of orchestras and classical as realism, and think of hip hop as the exaggeration. The thing about it is, hip hop does it. Hip hop started as just sampled beats. Like they would sample jazz and funk, and they would just lay over like drum beats to it. Like the sound of the funky drummer was literally just a jazz beat with a drummer on it. Like they would just start by taking old samples and just funkify them by adding beats to them. So that is
Funkify.
basically. So you can take any genre. And
Okay. I've got something to put this up in the air.
What?
Okay.
What?
Interstellar 555.
Wow. Interesting idea.
Holden.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Interesting.
I
I don't like it. I think it's really shitty, to be honest.
I think it's good. I like
I
it.
don't.
But so basically, okay, for those of you who don't know, Interstellar 555. I don't know if it's
It's 4 5s.
4 5s.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
I
sh-
know. Oh, I just remembered. I didn't know what you're talking about. Is that thing that dubstep did with? What am I saying? Dubstep.
No, it's dubstep.
Daft Punk, you twat.
Daft Punk. The thing that they did with Leiji Matsumoto, right?
Yes, it's basically just an animated album
Yeah,
and just like
it's just
a massive.
so really, really long, story-driven music video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually thought it worked.
I didn't like it that much.
liked
It worked. I didn't think it was good. I thought it was just as bad as, fucking Afro Samurai.
Holden, stick a katana up your ass, please.
No. How can, it was not good. You can watch it and you can like it and that's fine. I don't think it's good. I really don't.
Choke in a shuriken.
Yeah.
Man, that Interstellar 555, yeah, it had the best voice acting.
Sure. Oh my god.
He had brilliant voice acting.
No voice
It
acting.
was literally just robotic voices just singing.
It should have just been. No, it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been the Daft Punk soundtrack. It should have been just the fucking Iron Blue song.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Eiffel 65.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
I hope for 65.
Nah, man, my console rather, best song on that album.
I think the thing about it was that I didn't like it because it just was like boring.
The thing about it was I just didn't like it, you know.
No, I didn't like it because it was boring, because the narrative I felt like was very shallow, because they're trying to basically manhandle a story around a song.
The thing is, Holden, do you actually like Daft Punk's music?
I legitimately do like Daft Punk's music, that's the thing.
Because I'm going to say, because like with something like that, I think it's completely inaccessible to people who would not enjoy that music. If you can't watch that film if you don't like
If you
that
don't
album.
enjoy Daft
I
Punk.
do agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that, because it's the whole thing where it's like, if you don't still like stuff like Technologic and stuff, and it's just...
By the way, Connor, as a music person as well, what do you think of Daft Punk's new album? Like, because I know a lot of people hate it. Like, people despise.
I bet
Random
Jimmy
Access
loves
Memories.
it.
Of course, I don't like it just because people hate it.
You have such
People
shit
need to,
taste.
all of you need to understand. I don't like things just because people hate them.
Yes,
I
you
genuinely
do.
like.
You are literally the ultimate antichrist to everyone.
I genuinely like things. I just like things, and people happen to think differently, and I'm always hated because of it.
It's called
always
shit
painful.
taste. It's alright.
So
Holden.
Jimmy, what are your thoughts on Miley Cyrus?
I feel like the world has better things to do than to give a crap, I guess.
No,
Robin Thicke.
must have hit Jimmy like a wrecking ball then.
Ha,
Look at that.
ha, 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 ha.
Making them
Anyway,
music jokes.
I mean, yeah.
Cash rules everything's around me. Cream, get the money.
Anyway, we've almost been recording for an hour, so does anyone want to add anything more to this discussion before we actually talk about Miley Cyrus? Because you know, we run out of topics if we start talking about Miley Cyrus, guys.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll have to.
Okay. I have a question. I have a question for everyone.
Okay.
Do you all consider a show's opening when you think of its soundtrack as a whole?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not really,
I
no.
don't.
Yep.
No, because the opening isn't done by the soundtrack creator, so it's very rare that the opening
Actually,
is done by the soundtrack.
soundtracks. I don't really.
Unless the opening
They're part
is
of the show.
I'm going to say a very controversial thing.
Uh-huh.
He skips openings, is what he's gonna say.
Yeah, Gant skips openings. Gant always skips openings.
I think openings are pointless.
Yeah, because Gant's a complete pleb.
I don't know.
You're
Well, I
you're a
think one
pleb.
of my favorite things about openings is when they will then use that opening at some really critical moment in the story later on.
Yeah.
They
So I
do.
think that just because they're reusing the opening in that scene, for some reason it just makes that scene way more powerful than if they use one of the other
true.
backing tracks again, like for the first
I
time.
think opening and endings are
Like
really
in-
critical. I think they are.
Like
Like in
Like the,
Alan, did you see Beyond the Boundary? Did you see Kirk and
I
Kanata?
just-
I did indeed.
You're just a piece of shit, Garrett, and I hate you.
Wait, no. What I'm saying here, this is because I don't think it's just the opening that matters. Because I think in what Alan's saying, I think any insert song that is being used for the first time has just like an enhanced effect.
No, but it's the retort. That's the beauty of it. The retort of hearing like an opening or ending song in the show is so
like-
cool because you already know what it is. It's
Especially when you hear a slightly different part of the song that isn't featured in the opening.
you know a really good example of this is, guys. A really good example that we all know.
What?
In Tenga Topen Gurren Lagann, when
Yeah.
it plays
I
Shahori
knew you were gonna say
Days,
that. I knew you were gonna say
Yes.
that. I knew you
No.
were gonna say that.
In Ava Bridge 3.0.
Is in 4.0? But
That
it's
too.
shit.
Yeah, in Ava Bridge, that's when it was used the best.
Yeah. So Holden, what were you saying about Gurren Lagann? What were you about to say?
The Shahori Days. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah,
because you know the song that it has such more of an impact.
Yeah.
Because if it was just like in, for instance, Eureka 7, they have a lot of songs like Niji and all these other songs.
Story writer.
Yeah, that are just
Story
played
Writer
once.
is a brilliant song.
But you only hear it once, so I think the power is almost lost because of it. Because there's no retort or familiarity with it.
I mean, same thing with insert songs. Like insert songs that are used more than once, like in Utena and Star Driver. That shit gets
I agree.
so cool.
I do
That
agree.
stuff is
I
actually...
think no, because like the thing I love about insert songs, especially the ones that are only used once, is that when they use, it's normally like shit's happening,
Oh, yeah.
shit's
Yeah,
going
exactly.
down.
Exactly.
it's like the best part when you hear that one insert song. It's like, this is a really awesome song.
Or like, I love the insert songs where there's an idol in the story, and it's like they play the insert song as the idol is singing it in the story.
Unless it's Love Live.
That's called
like in what's it called? What's the show called again? Teaguak, The World God Only Knows.
Yeah.
Teaguak.
Teaguak. Oh my god.
I had to say it to myself.
I thought that was just the name of some obscure rapper you listen to.
Holy shit.
I had to say it to myself before I realized.
Teaguak. Holy shit, Jimmy. Yes, the world
I
only
love
got
the sophomore record by Teaguak and Silly Smalls. Just like that was the best hip hop album of 2012 in my book.
Yeah. Biggie Smalls making an album in 2012.
No, Slimmy Smalls.
Oh, Slimmy Smalls.
Yeah.
Slimmy Smalls.
No, but Holden, to go back on the thing about songs just being used once, like something like the ending to Code Geass R2.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Matter Sky.
What?
But there was no words in it. Like, yeah, I get that. That's an OST. But if it has words, you kind of know it already. Dude, everybody knows Junbin Wo, Sekaiichi, man. It's all about that fucking... Everybody knows the Code Geass opening. Even if you don't know what the fuck you're saying, everybody knows
Exactly.
it. Yeah. And if they would have played that during the show, it would have been the most electrifying thing on the fucking planet.
Exactly.
It really would have been.
I got a soundtrack that I forgot to mention.
What's that?
And rock, okay? This is rock, okay?
Don't say back.
Fooly Cooley.
Yes!
Ah.
Yes!
As much as I hate the show,
It is one genre of music. It's one genre of music, and it's fucking amazing. And it's got lyrics in it.
but it's 6 episodes long, so
Plus
I would argue that it's really short.
Plus, it's got the pillows in it, and everyone knows that the pillows are connected to Gant's favorite anime, which is Beck, which is also a very slow, slogging piece of crap.
And we're bringing it full circle, ladies and gentlemen. This has been J-Taku.
Wait. Jimmy, you say that people attack you?
Jimmy, can you justify that, please? I really want to know the reason behind hating on that.
And it's just like, why do people keep attacking me? Oh wait, what's this target I've just painted on the back of my...
Everybody needs to stop bullying Jimmy. And I'm like, fuck that.
You know what?
It's just like, people don't understand.
I've come to the realization that no matter what I do, everyone's still going to either attack me or just say I'm getting bullied or just say that they want me off the cast. So I'm just gonna be myself.
No, that's the worst thing you could do.
Jimmy, the thing is, you don't know who yourself is.
That's the worst thing you could do.
It's like, hey Jimmy, what do you think of Kill la Kill?
Oh my god, I wish...
It's the greatest piece of shit in the world.
Go on. That's a different cast.
I really wish that we could have had the week before, whenever we were arguing about Hiroyuki Maishi and how he's the greatest director, and I was like, it's probably gonna be shitty, and it was, and it was just the moment of, I told you so, Jimmy. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
Hold it. I'm so sorry for doubting you.
Oh my god,
so
it's alright.
So
See,
funny.
the thing is, right, despite all of the shots that have been fired, we will end this and still be friends. Me and Jimmy, we're still my boy. Jimmy is my bro, and
we are fucking brothers here.
Yeah,
we are the brothers.
We are the brothers, as will be displayed in the
since,
future.
Since I'm the only one allowed to say this on this podcast, you my nigga, Holden.
Dude, for real, dog. You my nigga, Jimmy.
Holden.
You my nigga, Jimmy.
Oh, man.
Fuck you, dude. I love you. You my nigga.
Oh, man.
No, real talk, though. Me and Jimmy,
Jimmy.
we're bros. We're still tight. We fight. But guess what? It's alright. Because without one of us, Opie Defenders is no longer a team.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
besides defending Opie, we need to defend the sliver of self-respect that we have left for each other. And we need to end this podcast.
Yes. So we are going to end this podcast now. So, and then we're going to record
I've
another
turned
one.
it into a clusterfuck, but, you know.
But I hope you've enjoyed. Well,
Hey,
I hope
don't
you've
age
enjoyed
anything.
This. Shut up, Connor! I'm doing the outro. No.
You know what? I'll do the outro. Sayonara, Mina-san. Thanks for watching.
Oh my god.
How can we?
I
follow
don't
that?
think Jimmy knows how outros work, but we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the transition, though.
Okay, so thank you for doing the outro without outroing everyone, Jimmy, and just outroing yourself.
Fine.
So,
No, Jimmy, you don't get a second turn.
Yeah, it's
with me today has been Jimmy from fucking whatever the fuck.
Anime Editorial, damn it. It's not that hard to remember.
Anime Editorial. Okay,
It's Jimmy from X Russell Jimmy's.
X Russell Jimmy.
It's Jimmy from Jimmy Golgia.
Yes.
Okay, and Holden from HoldenReviews.
See you later.
Alan from Bakashift.
Sayonara, Mina Butts.
And Connor from Butterscotch Reviews.
I don't have a stagger thing to do.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
That's all right.
Just listen to his voice instead.
Indeed.
Just imagine that drizzling down your spine.
Connor, can you just give us a nice warm outro, please? Just calm everyone down.
Exactly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been J-Taku. We were talking about soundtracks, and personally, it is the best thing to ever happen to my life. Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
That didn't calm me down. Now I've got a throbbing erection.
Oh shit, man.